All right, we are live here. There it is. Cool. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is round two of the TTS League Secret Wars Invitational. In this matchup, we've got Johnny Pastrami running Servants of the Apocalypse, and we've got Kirk running Wakanda. And with me, I have Philip Hagan out of Idaho on commentary, a very skilled Wakanda player that I don't believe has been up on a stream before. How you doing, Philip?
Doing great. Yeah, thanks for having me. Yeah, I've never been on stream before. I'm really excited to be here. I mean, I've played on stream a couple times, so I've never commentated. But really excited to be here. Really excited it's a game with Wakanda also.
Yeah, it kind of worked out well. I didn't even realize that we were getting a Wakanda player in this when I asked you if you could join today. So just happy accident there. But I met you a while back at an LVO, and then I had the pleasure of playing you at both CarlCon this year and this most recent LVO a month ago, and they were both really good games. So I'm excited to have someone on here who knows quite a bit about Wakanda and can have a lot of insight into what this guy's doing.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to see how this goes. I like Wakanda quite a bit into APOC. If things go well, Wakanda can do pretty well into APOC, which is not a good match for a lot of people.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. I don't love the Wakanda matchup for APOC. That's why I played Chuck against you both times.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, no, M'Baku can do some pretty nasty things to APOC. I mean, I don't think anyone like really loves playing against Wakanda because like just the blow up potential is just so crazy. But I think APOC specifically, he doesn't have like a lot of matchups that he absolutely hates, and I think Wakanda is pretty damn high up there for him.
Yeah, King T is really, really good at killing horsemen.
Well, we've already got some people in the chat. People, happy to see you here. Toast, thanks for joining. Crunstel here as always. Cool. I don't think it'll take these guys too long to pick squads, but let's get their lists up here on screen for people to check out. Um, Johnny running some pretty standard APOC stuff. He's got double twos in there, I believe, in Nebula and Toad. So that's a little unique for him.
Mhm.
And then on the Wakanda side, it looks like we do have Ultimate Spider-Man in there, and he's got
Yeah, he
Spirit.
has
So
the yeah, he has the Wong spirit thing, which I have tried a couple of games. I'm not actually the biggest fan of it. I think Nebula for the second two is a little more in the game plan of what Wakanda is trying to do. He was also running the double taunt with Gorgon and Luke, which is a thing Sweepy's been running a lot. It's really good.
okay, so are you not a fan of it in general because you don't think it's like super strong, or is it just not really your style of Wakanda?
Um, so it's a couple reasons. So you've got to play Miles here. You've got to give up a piece like Killmonger or Shang or Bill, which are really valuable in Wakanda. Wakanda doesn't really have people who like to spend power to pick up extracts. So someone like Bill is really, really good. That can just stand on the midline with damage reduction already to go after he picks something up, or like on this scroll, can just like pick up the close scroll and move to an Mcron. Um, Miles has some interesting play. I'm just not convinced that it's worth a two threat that doesn't really contribute to the rest of the game plan and a tactics card slot in Wakanda. The Wakanda tactics cards are very, very contested.
Sure. Yeah, that all makes sense. We've got some activations here. So, Phil, why don't you tell us what these guys brought?
Okay, yeah, it looks like. So, what are they playing? We've got M'Baku, Okoye. Red Skull, Master of Hydra, King T, and Luke. So are we at 18, 19? Okay. Yeah. 11 threat Wakanda core, and then we've got 8 threat of splashes. So this is a pretty common Wakanda roster, probably the best version of a roster they can put forward, in my opinion. Red Skull is such a good splash in Wakanda, and Luke is probably the best 3 we bring, in my opinion.
Okay. So putting a
Then
strong
we've got
foot forward here for Wakanda, it sounds like.
yeah, it seems really good. Um, and of course those grunts on like Mcron or really any pay to flip are pretty busted. So that's a thing that also exists. Then it looks like Johnny's got APOC, Magic, Gambit, Toad, Nebula, and Beast. So going that six wide APOC. I like this has been going around. I've seen a couple versions of the 6 wide APOC. It seems really interesting.
Yeah, no, it's going to be really cool. You don't normally see APOC going that wide. I mean, you can almost reliably expect just like you're playing into 5 wide when you're playing against APOC. So I bet Johnny probably like took that into account here, so that he could leverage like last activations on the pay to flip here.
Yeah, it seems particularly good against like Red Skull Master of Hydra since he's kind of paper if you can like pick on his defenses around the armor, and APOC's really good at that.
Yeah, so it looks like Johnny has Prio here. So
Okay.
Kirk, and I believe I have already somehow forgotten what he said less than 10 minutes ago. I think he said his name is Chance. But so he picked the board side, and it looks like Johnny's dealing with a size 4 Quinjet down there, which is going to be a little annoying potentially for his opening round, trying to
Uh,
generate some tokens.
yeah, for sure. At least these Quinjets aren't like they're not the uninteractable thing like the AMG terrain piece.
Yeah, what size 4 throws are we looking at here? Do we have any size 4 terrain throws on the board? I don't know.
I don't see any. There's none on the Wakanda side. M'Baku's throw is size 3, and I believe Luke's is size 2.
Yeah. Okay,
And then
so
there is a couple size 4 character throws, Red Skull's builder and M'Baku's builder.
right. Yeah, so we won't be seeing these Quinjets removed from the board at any point, but there are some other throws around. We do see Spirit of Wakanda in the Wakanda 5 here,
Yeah,
despite
I
no wall.
really like. No, it's really good here. I think Spirit. So I've pretty much gone away from using the Spirit like the round 1 Spirit Bomb start, to a condition removal. So you take it into stuff like APOC, like Strange Defenders, Strucker Hydra. Like anything that's even like Web Warriors to clear the all webbed up. Like you've got to take these condition removals into games like Apocalypse, and it's pretty lucky Wakanda has one.
Yeah, I guess I didn't even think about it as like a pestilence response type thing. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's mostly what I use it for nowadays, and that's really what's keeping it in my roster. Is conditions are a much bigger part of the game than they were even like a year ago.
Sure.
And you just have to be ready for it. Even if I'll pay 2 power off of Koye or M'Baku to clear a stagger off King T. Even it's a good card.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Um,
I had a game into webs at LVO that Okoye was able to pay 2 power and clear 4 slows and a stagger again on the all webbed up turn.
wow. That is
Yeah,
that's
I'm
what we
telling
call
you.
value.
Yeah.
Love it.
All right, so we've
We
got.
are getting deployment
Yep.
pretty much out of the way here. We've got King T deployed centrally for Wakanda, APOC deployed centrally on the other side. Um, Fairly central deployments for Wakanda. Red Skull and the Grunts are on either side of King T. The grunts are going to be able to walk and interact with the southern Macran. M'Baku is down south as well, kind of behind the Quinjet, which is a little interesting to me. And then he's putting Luke Cage, it looks up on the north side. APOC has Beast and Gambit on the north, currently across from sort of Red Skull and what is going to be Luke here. And then he's got Magic down south behind the Quinjet over on that side.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Where's Toad? I don't. Oh, he opted.
Oh,
not
he
to.
got put in the corner. He didn't deploy him yet. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Wakanda's pretty good at deploying centrally. King T being a long move and a range 3 attack, he can hit the midline pretty hard from a central deployment still.
Yeah,
especially on a map like Mcron that's pretty pinched.
I'll be interested to see. Okay, he's putting Toad central. I was gonna say I would be interested to see if he put him to grab one of the side scrolls, because it looks like board side wise he would have a good chance at just negating the push interacting at range 2, especially up top the electrical hut. He could just position himself to not get pushed towards the enemy team.
Right. Yeah, it kind of looks like this is one of the issues I have with Wakanda. We don't really have any flight or wall crawler, and it looks like M'Baku's going to have to walk around this Quinjet if he needs to pick up that side scroll.
Yeah, that's why I was a little surprised to see him put like behind it.
Yeah.
I guess like a climb to right on top of it and a medium move should still reach there.
Sure.
Johnny counter deploying a Nebula there, which is super scary for an M'Baku.
Yeah, I don't like that. M'Baku's pretty far from Okoye, and Nebula could make his life real bad. Almost certainly though, Kirk will have Cryo, especially if M'Baku dazes, and he is kind of into getting dazed. It gives him exactly enough power to double spender, So.
Sure. Kirk should definitely have Prio going into 2 because he has fewer models than Johnny. But this is going to be a really interesting game because, as we were saying at the start, Wakanda is a fairly rough matchup for APOC as far as tough matchups for APOC go. And I think Johnny's got a good squad here with this double 2 setup, and especially the Nebula. So I'm very interested.
Yeah, I like it a lot. I like the Nebula into Wakanda here, especially go into M'Baku. There's not really any opportunity cost for her to just put a bunch of attacks into him, especially if if Magic limbos him the side of the board or something where he's not contributing to the scenario, and then Nebula just fights him over there.
Yeah, this is scary for both sides for sure.
Yeah, Toast point out in the chat that there's no brace against APOC, and I 100% agree. I never bring brace into APOC with Wakanda. It just becomes Spirit. You can get Spirit and Wisdom, and on the Wakanda Forever turn, just hope King T, kills 3 things.
Sure.
You can have a pretty good swing turn.
It is an interesting discussion, the brace versus APOC stuff, because I can see where people are coming from, but I think a lot of teams don't have a better option to bring anyway.
Sure.
And I do think it is still relevant. APOC does have the throw. It's not something you see very often. But even just, Beast has a lot of auto damage in those mid rounds with, already conditioned models with Pestilence, and then if he has the 2 power for a throw for an auto damage, 2 auto damages can lead to a pretty dang good activation. So I still really value Brace against APOC, probably more than most, I guess.
Yeah, that's a good point. It probably is still fine, but Spirit has the potential to have so much value in this match that I kind of agree, and I don't really like going into APOC without Wisdom. Sometimes Wisdom's just like a win more card, but man, it makes King T so scary on that Wakanda Forever turn.
Yeah, I don't think of Wisdom as a win more card, man. That card is straight up just scary.
Yeah, it's really good.
All right, so we saw Gambit as a first activation for Johnny, and he walked up and picked up the top scroll, and he did not get pushed.
Yep.
And then Luke Cage for Wakanda responded and picked up the home scroll, and also did not get pushed.
And that's crazy. I'm gonna get both these guys to start rolling my scroll dice.
Yeah,
I
right?
never don't get pushed.
Yeah, chat pointing out that Red Skull is a little scary against APOC. I completely agree. I'm generally pretty happy to see a Red Skull too when I'm playing APOC.
Yeah, especially like this where Apoc's kind of just counter deployed into him. Like Apoc can just pick on his defenses so much.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean it is funny because like if APOC happens to whiff and Red Skull lives, then Red Skull is pretty dang good at putting down APOC as opposed to a lot of other models. So
Yeah. Actually, a lot of this list is. I mean, the
yeah,
three hitters are Red Skull, M'Baku, and King T. You know, Apoc at the end of the day for guys that hit that hard is just a 7 wound model.
yeah, this is one of the few teams that I think can legitimately have this strategy of just killing APOC.
Yeah. Toast with another good shout out in the chat that the Wakanda player didn't bring Recal here. I don't actually know if it was in his roster. But Recal is pretty good into like war or
Yes.
death spenders or something.
Yeah, I had a game against Johnny last night where Recal on a war saved my magic, and I got an extra activation out of her that I really shouldn't have gotten, and that was pretty much the difference in the game.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know if we talked about is Toad Death and Gambit Famine here. I'd imagine Magic is War and Beast is Pestilence.
Yeah, I don't think Johnny's
Yeah.
doing
Okay.
anything crazy here.
Yep. That makes sense.
Yeah, everyone's got their usual roles. All right, so we do see a Toad activation, and it looks like he's coming down to grab the Southern Scroll. Since he interacts from 2, he was able to get there from the central spot, and he should be able to be fairly safe from getting pushed into the enemy team here.
That ended up pretty favorable for Johnny. Both sides of the board, it looked like Toad could have gone to and had a pretty good spot to hide from being pushed if he fails his roll.
Yeah, I mean, I know Johnny does like to play a more scenario-centric APOC.
But he does
And
get pushed.
yeah, and looking like he's probably going to go up 3-1 on extracts this round with final activation as well is a really good way to play scenario-centric APOC.
Yeah, unless Kirk makes a real aggressive play at this extract, which seems pretty bad, especially if he fails that scroll roll.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think not grabbing one of those wing extracts could be pretty rough.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised he grabbed the middle one right away.
Yeah, you can't really like on Mcron. You can't really afford to have King T like chase too far out of that box of the Mcron crystals.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if it truly is like the counter deployment of Nebula that made him not want to go down and grab that one with Baku.
Yeah, that is pretty scary. On round 1 though, not so much. Like M'Baku doesn't mind the power, and then he'll be going first. So I don't know. I think I still probably pick up that wing extract that Johnny doesn't get with his prio activation.
Yeah, I think I'd tend to agree with you. But we see Baku activating now. He's just gonna take the southern Imkron crystal down there, and he's gonna position himself behind this size 3 truck for cover that's in the middle of the board.
Yep, and just so happens that he can probably throw that next turn. That will be pretty good.
Yep. I'm a little surprised that Baku took that, actually, now that I think about it. Would it not be better to save the power and just take it for free with the grunts?
Yeah, I would have not. I try not to pick or to spend M'Baku's power round 1. I would just rather throw to start round 2. Especially, yeah, with the grunts down there, I don't really know what the grunts are going to be doing now. I guess now walking and taking a shot into magic, probably. Yeah, magic and Nebula on that side with M'Baku is scary for M'Baku.
All right, so we do see a magic activation here, doing a quick shot into M'Baku. M'Baku blocking an energy attack really well, blocking 3 with cover, so no damage going through at the moment. But he does hit the Hex trigger.
Yeah, Hex is pretty rough for Wakanda. We like throwing a lot of dice.
Yeah, can't be too upset about that. You don't get a horse token, but you do get a Hex on M'Baku.
No, it might be a really good outcome, actually. The Hex and M'Baku now doesn't have the power to just open with a throw immediately.
So he could opt to not take cover here, right, if he wants to take the 1 damage? Because that would give King T a power as well.
Yes. Yeah. He did do that, yeah. I like that decision. Yeah. Give King T a power, and then M'Baku's back online for round 2.
Okay, alright. Thought Johnny was going to forget the Hex there for a second. When I hit that Hex, it goes on right away. I'm like, I can't believe I just hit this Hex.
Yeah.
Alright, so King T needs 1 more power for a bound. I wonder if he'll end up moving those grunts up to the northern Imkron, and he's trying to save power so that Red Skull doesn't have to cut himself in round 2 for power.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, the saving every wound on Red Skull is going to be important here. Apocalypse could kind of make his life pretty miserable.
Yeah.
Curious if Johnny will make another attack, though. Giving King T his bound is like it's a pretty strong start for King T. He's got a good chance to just daze something round 1 and then start with Prio and pick it up.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see how risky Johnny's feeling. I would think, especially with knowing that Wakanda is going to have Prio going into 2, I would imagine he wants to avoid that at all costs.
Yeah. Yeah, I use Wakanda Forever. I've used it in round 1 a couple times if situations present themselves, but an opponent like Johnny, that just won't happen. But, man, if you can just blow up a bunch of models at the top of round 2 and score a bunch of points, that seems pretty good.
All right, we see an Okoye activation happening here. She's going to walk up onto the northern Imkron. It looks like she's going to try to body block so that Beast can't double move and be on there.
Now that makes sense. I for sure wouldn't spend the power off Okoye here. Her not having bodyguard like round 1 is or round 2 is pretty rough.
So yes and no. Because we saw this in Johnny's round 1 game, because he also played into Wakanda in round 1 of this event. But, I mean, Johnny can just decide that Okoye doesn't have that round 2 now anyway, right?
Oh,
he can
yeah.
He can go Poison,
I always for
Root.
Famine him. Yeah. Yeah, Poison is really rough into Wakanda. At CarlCon, I played a game against Toast, and he used the poison off A-Bomb really well to slow down Wakanda.
Yep.
Actually, you commentated on that game.
Oh, yeah. All right, we see APOC coming up and grabbing the home scroll for Johnny here. He's going to give it a roll. He does not get pushed.
Nice.
which is pretty big because now if he
Yeah.
wants to famine an attack and turn on that bound for King T, he can do that. Or he can just take a walk and set up for next round.
Yep.
He doesn't have any more power, so he can't take an Imkron, but he could go stand next to one to get extra power at the top of next round.
He also, if he famines and makes an attack, he could generate some power, right?
Sure.
If he like hops over and puts an attack into a Koye or something.
So he is opting to not give King T that bound power right now. He's going to just move up to that northern Imkron and be happy with how things are going right now. Which I think makes sense.
Yeah, I think so too. I think I'm pretty happy with this round one if I'm Johnny.
Yeah, because he can straight up just last activation beast. So if Johnny puts, or if Kirk puts any other models up there near a Koye, it's just going to lead to a better Pestilence.
Yes. Yeah, I guess unless it's the grunts, then the Pestilence isn't as important.
Yeah, it is very funny to root them so that they can't do their suicide thing. But it's not super impactful.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I've ever taken that action, but I'm sure there's situations it's good.
It's really good if you're running like Encanto.
Yeah, it is interesting with Encanto the same way that like the Shadowlands grunts are.
Yep. Yeah, I think if I'm Wakanda here, I think I don't want to spend power off of either of them this round. I think I want those grunts to take it, and I want the other two to just not get caught in a pestilence bomb. I think that's
totally. Yeah,
that's about the best I can hope for the rest of this round.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I could also see like Red Skull just begrudgingly taking it and like moving up to like threaten Gambit or something. So that he's not then getting Pestilence later. Right now, with this setup, we see the grunts moving up there to take it. Johnny should be able to get a 3-person Pestilence since Luke is right there as well.
Hitting poison on Okoye and Luke here seems really rough, too.
Yep. And it's like poison, it's so funny because like if you walk up and you poison and you expect to be able to activate Pestilence early again the next round, then you just root them right after that and it's just like so painful.
Yeah, it's really rough. King T could also though just like save his power and spirit all that away, but I don't know if that's really the best use of spirit so early.
Right. Well, and the problem is he wouldn't even be able to do that until after the round is
yeah. So the poison is still back-breaking. Yeah. Now this poison here is going to be tough. So even a root. I think I go with poison. But...
Yeah, so we do see Red Skull going up there to threaten Gambit, staying in 2 of Okoye. I think this bunker Okoye thing against APOC is just so freaking suspect because of Pestilence.
Yeah, I'm curious how much Wakanda Kirk has played. But the issue is like Wakanda doesn't run any other Wakandans, so you're playing M'Baku, Okoye, King T every game no matter what.
Right.
So. At least my Wakanda doesn't. A lot of people still run Killmonger, which I don't think is bad. He has definitely some uses.
All All right, so we see a Nebula activation here, and unlike the grand majority of Nebula activations that have ever happened, she's probably not going to take a shot in round one.
Yeah.
He's just measuring to set up for next round and make sure he's not super threatened by Baku.
Yeah, I've seen this 6-wide APOC at run Bullseye in that spot, but I like Nebula quite a bit better. The rest of the team is already so good at scoring points that having someone just try to stop your opponent from scoring one seems really strong.
Phil, chat's asking, would you ever consider running Taskmaster instead of Shuri or Okoye for certain threat values?
Um,
Is that ever?
I've actually been thinking about Taskmaster quite a lot lately. I don't. My list currently doesn't have Shuri in it either. Granted, we probably get a new Crisis packet in January, and all that might change. I I don't know. So I really like format in Wakanda that you have your Wakandan core, and then you have like 2 4s, 2 3s, 2 5s. Um, or maybe a 6. I think Kirk had Hulk in his list, which I had for a long time. I had at CarlCon, but took him out for LVO. Um, yeah, I don't know. Taskmaster seems really interesting. It's probably good, but the problem, like in Wakanda, is you're not really. All those are splash models. You're competing with like every 3 in the game, not just Shuri or Okoye.
Right.
Um, and that's a tougher mountain for Taskmaster to climb when you have Zemo, like now Echo, Luke. Like I think Luke is a staple model in Wakanda and like a model you grab quite often when you're playing a 3. Spectacular is really good, especially with M'Baku's leadership making his elusive just a wild. I don't know. I
Right.
think Taskmaster probably has some play. With the shield throw and his defensive capabilities, he doesn't mind really like grabbing an objective, especially a wing objective on the midline.
Right.
I
I'm
think
gonna interrupt you.
Taskmaster's probably worth it. Yeah,
We saw King T there since he wasn't able to get any attacks in since he didn't have bound on. He double moved and stole the Southern Imkron on Johnny's side.
yeah,
And he's
yep,
set up there to start round 2 right in front of Magic and Nebula. So we'll see how that goes. But Johnny going last activation with Beast now and taking his Northern Imkron, and we'll see where he decides to hit with his Pestilence now. But the Snake of
yeah,
the Point by King T is pretty big.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, back to the Taskmaster. I think it could be good if you have a matchup you also like. I guess if you just don't want a Koei, because then you still have 3 like affiliated models for squad building. You could essentially splash like 3 models.
Yeah, the rogue agent aspect of it, I think, is what makes it
Yeah, and
appealing there.
it doesn't make your Wakanda Forever like really that much worse because Okoye is usually just like rolling 4 dice at somebody.
Right.
Which I mean sometimes does just kill somebody, but a lot
Yeah.
of times it does nothing. So
It's a grunt attack, man.
yep.
All right, so we see Beast opting to go for a pestilence, like basically smack dab in the middle of the board here. Now that King T's there, so he's going to be able to hit King T, Nebula, and likely M'Baku here. M'Baku and King T are both going to be like really close to 2 on this.
Yeah, it's his own Nebula. It'd be Luke,
Oh,
right?
yeah, he probably doesn't want to pestilence his own Nebula. Good call.
Yeah. I mean, she is immune to a bunch of stuff, but
Okay, so he does get 3 models. He does
he
get
gets
both
all
Luke and
3 of them.
M'Baku. No
Yeah.
grunts, but he gets the 3 important ones.
Yeah, and importantly for Kirk, Okoye will be able to bodyguard a Gambit attack to start the round.
Oh yeah, good point.
But this this could be pretty rough on King T, M'Baku, and if is he just gonna slow them all? Like poisoned M'Baku, I think that's the best call there. Poison Luke for sure. Slow King
Bodyguarding
T maybe.
the Gambit attacks is kind of funny though, because they do have like basically the guaranteed explosive on them too.
Sure. Yeah.
All right,
Did he
so
not put a condition on King T?
I think he's still considering which ones he's wanting to give out.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
so far we only see poison on Luke, which makes sense because he'll just start on 0 power.
There's a poison on M'Baku also,
Is
which
there?
I think makes
Oh
sense
yeah.
also.
Yep, you
Yeah.
are right.
Yeah. Poison's really rough on M'Baku. He really likes his power.
Yep. Yeah, poison and hex on M'Baku. Pretty good.
Yeah. APOC can shock him, right?
Yeah, I mean APOC can do a lot, right?
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
the transforming superpower. But yeah, APOC has root and shock on the builder on
Yeah,
the
and a
wild.
slow on King T. I think I
Yep.
agree with all of that.
Yep.
It's pretty rough.
Yeah, so round one ended a little differently than I expected it to with those last couple activations, but I think good choices made by both players.
Yeah, I think Kirk getting to 4-4 here was really big for him.
Yeah, Johnny's
Not want to go
definitely
down
not
by
happy about
two.
that.
Yeah, yeah, going down by 2 here would have been pretty rough.
Yeah, I think a lot of the rest of the flow of this game is going to be decided by how powerful this prio activation is at the top of 2 for Kirk.
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting choices here. Um, I think I'd probably go with King T and hope I just can kill Beast or Magic. Probably Beast.
Yeah, I would be hard pressed to not go with King T here after throwing him into the enemy team there, because I
Yeah.
mean War Magic can just tear things apart, right?
Yeah. Is Beast size 3?
Beast is size 3, yes.
So Wakanda Forever to start this round could put 3 attacks into Beast without cover because he's within 2 of both M'Baku and King T. And
Okay.
then there's no cover from the Okoye side. She has an energy gun.
Yeah, that's a good point. And I guess if they did that, and if Baku got 2 power off of the attack, he could spirit all of these conditions away, right?
Yeah. He can't spirit his own conditions away. I think it's other
Oh,
people's.
okay.
But King T could spirit them away, and he's got a
Sure.
chance of generating a ton of power. And he just
Yep.
the guy just lives on 10 power.
Well,
So
we are seeing a big attack. This is King T into
yeah,
Beast, right? And we are seeing some rerolls come out because he's in range, and we're seeing 5 successes come into. Should be 2 blocks with cover, or if he's in 2, right? So he shouldn't have cover.
yeah. There's no cover because he hit the pestilence bomb.
Yeah. So Beast reroll does not convert. So 5 into
Yep.
1, taking 4 damage, pretty big hit to start
Yep.
there.
And it looked like he used the leadership there also.
Oh, good call, good call. So shouldn't that be 4, 5, 6 into 1? So shouldn't he take 5 if he used the
I
leadership?
think he used it. I think he used it to change a blank to a hit to get it to 5.
Oh, okay. All right, so we see a bound on top of the car, so that's going to get him a little further away from magic.
Yep. And cover.
And another attack coming out. This one starting
Another
with
pretty good
4.
one.
Yep, he's got 2 rerolls coming in. Didn't convert, so 4 successes against 2 blocks currently. So that is killing Beast. He does need to try to reroll to live.
Yeah, he's got the horseman rerolls.
I don't believe that reroll converted, so now he should have a beast reroll he can try. And I don't think that converted. I think I'm following the log. Yeah, so beast does
Yep.
end up taking exactly 2 to go down there.
Okay, yeah, that's a good start to this round.
And so King T, up to 5 power, does not play Spirit there, which is kind of interesting to me since Pestilence is dazed. That could have helped Baku.
So he can play it at any time in the round.
Oh, right,
It
it's
doesn't have to
not.
be on
Yeah.
his activation. So I like holding on to Spirit here because Apocalypse can put out quite a bit of conditions also.
Okay, yeah, fair
And
point.
even Magic, Magic could hex another person or.
Yeah, no, you are 100% right then.
Oh,
Saving
and
it.
Nebula. Nebula puts out a ton of stuff.
All right, well, we will see how Johnny responds after not getting a points lead in round 1. Getting a model dazed at the top of 2 is not what APOC wants to see, but he's gonna respond with his heavy hitter in Gambit here, and he is declaring into Red Skull, who is in energy form, so he's gonna roll his 5 dice against this. Not an exciting roll from Gambit, but he can modify and reroll. He's got 2 successes into 1 block currently from Red Skull.
Yeah. He can buy one of those into a wild also, right?
Yes. I think he did try to reroll with Gambit there. Didn't get anything, but then paid to convert, so it should have been 3 into 1. Yeah, Red Skull took 2 damage. And he's attacking again, I think, and we saw Okoye. Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Oh,
Okoye
she
took
took
1
a
from,
yep
yeah, the
from the
explosive.
explosive. Yeah. Um, Johnny's not playing it, but I'm just curious. Does the first one allow Apocalypse to? It allows Apocalypse to kill a non-horseman, right? So he could have potentially just killed a Nebula late game to double activate.
Uh, I've never needed to know that before. Let me check. Yeah, just as an allied character. You're right.
Nice. Yeah.
Okay, so we did not see a second attack come out from Johnny. He doesn't want to leave his extract holder up there against a Red Skull, which I completely understand. We just see a famine hop away and a move, which I don't think that ripped a power off a Red Skull. I don't think he was in 2 when he did the famine hop.
Sure. Yeah. Um, yeah. There's now interesting with Kirk. He probably doesn't want to kill somebody and give up Prio here because it's really important King T just picks up Beast at the start of next round.
Right.
Especially without Brace.
Nate pointing out in the chat it did take a power from Red Skull,
Yep.
so he was in 2. I'm wrong as usual.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised by that too, Adam. I doing the bow staff would have been a likely push on Red Skull, and he had rolled 1 less defense die against it. So I'm a little surprised he went with the kinetic ace there as well. But yeah, that is true. It is only a gainer, so if he spikes it, which happened last night, actually, so that could have been fresh in his mind. He spiked a bow staff and one-shot my magic and only got 1 power for it. So, yeah, a spike on a kinetic ace there would have led to a really nice beam into at least Red Skull and Okoye, probably.
Yeah. Looks like Kirk's measuring quite a bunch of stuff here. Contemplating a Red Skull activation, I would imagine.
Yeah, what would you activate here?
Yeah, that's a hard choice. I think I probably go with. I think I probably do go with Red Skull. Well, no, I probably want to save the grunts or a later activation to try to flip some points, especially if APOC leaves that point. Killing Beast kind of dropped a lot of like I think the obvious lines that Kirk had.
So he's suffering from success, is what you're saying.
Yeah, yeah, it's a thing Wakanda does. Sometimes they kill just so much stuff.
Okay, so
Another reason I don't see Kirk playing it again, I don't know if it was in his roster, but I've been like really valuing survival in Wakanda because there's inevitably a turn you just like accidentally kill the entire enemy team and then you need to survival somebody. It's really good.
well, we saw him go with a fairly unexciting but practical M'Baku activation. He
Yep.
just backed up a little bit and shook the poison. So he'll
Yeah,
be
that seems
sitting there
good.
with Hex.
Yeah. Yeah, and now like things have to come towards King T to interact with M'Baku.
Right. Yeah, the moving like gives up cover against like nebula or magic shots here, but it gets him
Yeah.
out of being in 2 of Pestilence immediately after a wake up if Pestilence is still there.
Yes.
I think that's a good trade off. So we see magic activating for APOC, and she limbo steps 1 and gets into range 2 of King T. So she'll be trying to spike some
Hitting him with
damage
the
here into
sword.
him.
Yep.
Yeah, he's got plenty of horseman tokens, so he's able to just pay for the war superpower on this with those. Not a great
Not a good
roll,
roll.
but not a good defense roll either. So we've got 2 successes into no blocks. We're seeing the last 2 horseman token get spent for rerolls, which neither of them convert into anything. So this is just going to be 2 damage on King T. Would you rebuke here?
Um, I would not. Doesn't Magic Spender cost like 3 or 4? 3?
It costs 4. Um,
That's 4. I probably still don't rebuke here.
I
I
think
don't
that
like giving Magic a bunch of power.
I agree, and I think a secondary reason to not rebuke is because then Magic also gets a second horse token back for taking
Yeah,
damage.
yeah.
Second attack looking a little bit better. Paid
Very
for
much.
war again, so we've got a total of 5 successes because of war into 2 blocks. So this should be 3 damage going through. Right? Is my math bad?
Yeah. No, that you're right.
I think he put
Leaves a
4
King T on
damage.
1.
I think he put 4
Oh,
damage
did
on
he?
him though. He's rebuking
Is
now.
rebuking here. Yeah, rebuking here is better.
I don't know. I mean, you still give the
I
horse token.
Yeah, I still probably don't do it, but yeah. Unless maybe he's well, I guess probably not now that M'Baku's moved away, unless he's contemplating a Wakanda forever, but that seems bad with just King T making the attack.
Magic's builder has Pierce on it. Look, Nate, stay here so you can keep correcting me, please. But also, stop. I'm tired. I worked all day. I wasn't expecting to stream a game on that tonight. I don't know what to tell you. I do think, well, King T is just auto dead to a Pestilence Bomb now, if that's what Johnny wants to do, right? So, like, APOC can walk Pestilence and attack something else.
Yep.
So, leaving him on 1 and slowed is pretty big. Yeah, it's a lot easier to correct other people, Toast, when I'm not focused on everything else going on. So, whatever. I appreciate
Alright,
it.
so looks like Red Skull's going here.
Yep, we see the grunts moving up. They're coming up onto the northern Imkron on Johnny's side. I would imagine they're going to take the 50-50 and then maybe take a shot to something.
Yeah, what do you take a shot into? Maybe magic?
Oh yeah, that's a good call, Deaton. Um, Mentioning that he could have Heroes for Hired Luke on that second attack into King T to
Oh, sure.
get
Yeah,
magic off
that is
that
a good
point.
call. Yeah. And not have King T so vulnerable from the pestilence.
All right, so he pinged this into magic, right?
I
I
think magic's the best target there. I don't know if I would attack Gambit. Um,
Oh, he attacked Gambit. Okay. Um, so no damage. We didn't see any damage going through on that one. Hits the 50-50, so
nice.
stays
Uh,
one hundo on those. Now we'll see Red Skull try to get in here and do something. And it looks like he's going to come up to within 3 of Gambit and probably try to give him a big punch. I think after how like round 1 and the opening of round 2 went, Wakanda is kind of playing with house money for a little bit,
oh
but
yeah, yeah,
you gotta
yeah,
you gotta be at least a little bit careful still.
yeah. I think Kirk's pretty happy with how round one and his tempo here even is going. It seems like he is making choices to make sure he doesn't lose prio, which I think is a good call.
So he stays within 2 of Okoye on that move while going up to
Mhm.
that Imkron there. Um, so yeah, he's gonna get a punch into Gambit. We'll see what triggers Red Skull might get to impact positioning here, but he's definitely hoping for a spike.
He paid to count blank.
Yeah, and we're seeing 3 successes all coming from those blanks. Gambit currently
Yep,
blocking 2 because of the wild.
it's the wild, yeah.
Uh, did did he not pay for blanks?
Um, I mean, I thought Red Skull had at least 3 power, right? He took 2 damage.
Yeah, I don't know. We didn't see any damage go out on Gambit there. Oh, is Gambit behind? Oh, Gambit's behind a
Oh, cover.
thing
Yeah.
I couldn't see
Yep, yep,
because of the
yep.
big APOC token. So yeah, that makes sense.
I guess on the bright side, he didn't give Gambit enhanced agility money. So
It is something. Uh,
yeah,
all right, was this
like Nebula. Looks like Nebula just killed King T.
okay? Nebula gets the 1 damage, generates a power there, so she has spender money.
Yeah, and that frees up APOC to like do something else.
Yeah.
That seems good.
Yeah, the more I think about that heroes line that Deaton pointed out, man, that would have been like really good.
Yeah, I think so too. Really, really strong. Like probably. Well, it might not keep King T alive, but it forces engagement with another model and puts Luke pretty close to that point, and
All
just
right.
the taunt in like a much more aggressive position.
So Nebula getting rerolls on this attack because Red Skull's on the Imkron. Ends up with 4 successes into 2 blocks, so Red Skull taking 2 damage there. Does get the Wild, which will give Red Skull a stun, and Nebula has a mandatory place within 1 off of that. I believe. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't be terribly surprised to see APOC just try to kill Red Skull and these grunts and take this point back.
Yeah, Koye almost certainly bodyguards an APOC attack, so he probably has to put both attacks into Red Skull.
Yeah.
But if the first one kills a Koye, he can just walk over and take an uncontested Mcron also.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I don't think APOC really minds which model he gets here.
Kirk is looking to potentially move Luke up there to fortify that side though, so it might not be. Oh no, he's moving Okoye to be in 2 of Luke as well as Red Skull. Didn't quite
Okay,
work out
sure.
on the positioning there though.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess Luke is his only extract carrier, so Red Skull's not scoring any points.
Yeah, I do like activating Okoye first because that means that he should definitely be maintaining prio going into the next round, regardless of like
Yep,
bodyguard kills, stuff like that.
yep, yep, totally. It looks like this measurement just... Oh, that might have got it.
Yeah, but it looks like it also took her off of the Imcron.
Yeah. Yeah, it seemed like there was
Yeah,
no
everything.
like scenario where all 3 of those things occur here for Kirk.
Well, there is. He found it.
Oh, yeah, that might be close. Yeah. Is that still on the point?
It is. Yeah.
Looks like it. Yeah.
So on Johnny's side, we just have Toad and Apoc to go. I wouldn't be surprised to see Toad pseudo pass here.
Yeah.
So with King T dazed and Red Skull likely dazing this round, are you still feeling good about Wakanda's position in this game?
I think he lost quite a bit of tempo here, and he's not positioned for like an impactful Wakanda Forever at the start of the round. I think this round turned not that great. Kirk, we'll see how these points go. But I'd imagine APOC gets, I mean, maybe one of these, maybe 2. Okoye might have body blocked him from just walking there.
Yeah, he will have a famine hop potentially, but
Sure.
we do see APOC activating. He declared into Red Skull, and Okoye did bodyguard. So I imagine he made it Mystic either way, because that makes most sense for both of them.
Did
Not.
Okoye bodyguard? It looks like there's only 2 dice.
I thought I
Okay.
saw a
There
ping
it
on
was.
Okoye.
Yeah, yeah. Yep.
Oh, okay,
There
it
it
was the
was.
reroll. Yeah. So a pretty big whiff there from APOC. He only got 2 successes, and he's out of horse tokens to be able to reroll. So a little bit of a break there for Kirk. Okoye living on
Yeah.
1. Oh, APOC's now going to try the 50-50. He does get it, so that is helpful for Johnny. And we'll see if he opts to just leave these models low and maybe go for another 50-50, or no, he is declaring another attack into Red Skull here.
Probably just gets bodyguarded again. I guess actually, do you really care if Red Skull dazes that?
I think you do.
You probably do, yeah. Especially with King T dazing. So. Yeah, I think he's Kirk's playing a little too cagey with M'Baku. I think if he could have had M'Baku on the front of that point, maybe caught cover, probably not, but be in a position to Wakanda Forever.
Right.
Uh, He doesn't really mind getting some power in the, uh, so he could have taken a couple of attacks.
All right. Well, that attack works out for APOC. He does get the 1 damage through on Koye, who bodyguarded, so she will daze.
Yep.
So we've just got Luke left for Wakanda and Toad left for the APOC side. Oh, are we seeing a pestilence from APOC here at the end? I think that's what we're seeing. I saw a root come out on the grunts.
Sure.
It's one of those things you just might as well do. No, he opts not to. He wants to save the power, probably to have celestial technology up at the top of the round, which makes a lot of sense to get Beast to safety.
Yeah, that celestial tech is such a good superpower.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it really lets you overextend at times where other teams would not be able to.
Yeah, especially into a team like Wakanda, where Beast, without that celestial tech, is in a whole lot of trouble here.
Mm-hmm. All right, so yeah, Luke is the only extract carrier for Wakanda, and he has 0 power because of that poison that he took. So he can't like just double move to a point and try to 50-50 it, which is another reason why the heroes could have been impactful, because if he takes a point or 2 of damage on that attack, then he can just try to flip a point towards the end of the round.
Yeah, or get the taunt. Like, he's got to generate power from an attack to get, because he still has poison. I guess he could shake the poison, but then he's still only on 1.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to generate some power with an attack here to really even do anything next round.
He was eyeing a measurement to walk to within 2 of APOC, which is extremely funny. This man thinks he's Curtis rolling wilds because he could stagger APOC.
That would be pretty good.
What he? Oh no, you can't make a die a wild with the leadership, right? You have to make.
No,
make
you need a wild, and you can turn another die into a hit.
Right. Okay. Yeah. We're not playing Steve 3 here.
No.
I need this Toad to get north so that I can zoom in more on everyone else. Because I've got like this whole board. It's just Toad hanging out down there.
Yeah, I don't think Toad's gonna really do that, but
Alright, we are seeing Luke walk up to APOC and try to hit that stagger. No dice. He's gonna gift
he is
APOC
pushing
a
a
power.
damage through. Yeah, that APOC just heals, and yeah.
Yeah.
At least he is in a decent position to heroes on quite a lot of people. So.
Yeah, that's true. So Toad, being a friend,
Looks like Toad's gonna
coming
take
up
a
north.
50-50. Yeah. This is a good flip for Johnny if he makes it. Oh, he did.
And that'll offset the point that King T
Yeah.
stole round 1. So yeah, that's pretty big.
Yeah. Looks like Johnny's going up 6-2 this round, so 10-6. Yeah, this has got to be a big Wakanda Forever turn.
Yep, score is 10-6 going into round 3, and I would not be surprised at all to see a celestial technology come out right about now.
Yeah, I think we get Beast a little safer here. He's still in danger of a Red Skull, it looks like, almost no matter where he gets placed. It places within 1 of APOC Celestial Tech?
Yeah, he can pick, 2 allied models and place them within one of him. If they're
You
holding
take
extracts,
both.
they drop.
You take both Magic and Beast here just to make the Wakanda Forever at the top of the round like way less valuable. Looks like that's what Johnny's doing.
Well, I mean, is Magic super relevant for Wakanda Forever right now?
Well, no, but it's once Beast goes, it's like a good target for King T to just rip into. King T might be able to like kill her and Toad. I think though you just have to go towards where APOC's bunkering up now.
Yeah, so we saw Beast get placed there. He's basically at deployment now, right next to Gambit and behind APOC. We'll see if he pulls Magic in. Pulling Magic in right next to Red Skull, who then doesn't have a good form to use right there, is very funny against both Gambit and Magic.
Yeah, Red Skull is, I think, a little rough in the APOC. In the APOC match, I mean, my roster was a bit different, but I probably would have at 19 played double fours and done like Bill Shang or Bill Prowler or something.
Sure.
I've been playing around with Prowler in my roster, and especially on like pay to flips, he's been pretty good for me.
Yeah, we saw some Prowler yesterday in the stream, and he's a cool character. I mean,
Yeah.
You just mentioned pay to flips. He was very cool on McCran. I could see him doing really crazy things.
Yeah, having Wild Pierce just like stack so hard with M'Baku's leadership also.
Well, I liked the round one interaction on McCran where he like picks up an extract, then still takes the Imkron, and then still starts round two on the 2 power because he's standing next to the crystal.
Yes, yeah, that's really good. You can make like an aggressive play like Kirk did with King T, where you just like flip a close Mcron, flip a far one.
Oh yeah, that's cool too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think he's like a really good release for Wakanda. Wakanda does not really have people that want to spend power on playing the points.
All right, so Magic did get teched, so he does have the full bunker going on there. Sorry, Toad, you're left out. You suck. But everyone else is home.
Toad can take M'Baku and King T. He's fine.
Yeah.
Actually, that was a game we played, right, at Carlcon, where my King T failed on 3 attacks to kill Toad on 1.
That was pretty cool.
Was it?
That was Xavier Toad. That was a way cooler Toad than this, though.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I think this is pretty much exactly where Johnny wants to be in this game. He's got the extract lead. He's fairly safe from some crazy Wakanda Forever turn.
Yeah,
and he can just
he's got a chance to put it away this turn.
Yeah.
Also.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, you're like actually hard pressed not to activate Red Skull first here, and that's what we're seeing right now. The grunts are activating and shooting into a beast.
What armor did he end up picking? He stayed on
energy.
Energy.
Yep.
Okay.
So 2 successes initially. Beast blocking 1, did a reroll, didn't help. Taking 1.
Imagine the grunts just shoot again and then try to flip that point.
Yeah, I don't see why anything else would happen. This terrain... Okay, so there's not going to be any cover from Beast for Red Skull attacks or anything, so...
Yeah, and Red Skull's got... He does have Spender power, which would throw an Apocalypse. I mean, Brace is online. But you gotta pull it sometime. But I imagine the priority is just removing Beast.
Yeah, I think so. Which, if you're Johnny as well, like you're hoping your beast survives, but also if that's his priority right now, when you're
A fallback from beast here. That's
oh,
a good,
nice.
yeah.
Okay.
It's a good play. Yeah, so now I think you have to try to kill an extract holder, which
Yes.
is Gambit or APOC.
Yep. And I mean,
Gambit's back there in cover with enhanced agility money. Like,
yeah.
well, I guess if he takes damage, yeah. Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah, so now you're pretty much
This is a pretty
relegated to
backbreaking
attacking
fallback.
APOC.
Yep. Yeah, that was a really good use of fallback. Red Skull, though, could just put APOC down here.
Yeah, for sure. It's not anywhere out of the realm of possibility. I just think that was not what he wanted to be trying to doing right now.
Yeah, Deaton even pointed that out in the chat. Shoot someone else so Beast doesn't fall back out of skull range, which, yeah, would have probably been pretty good.
All right, so Grunt's declaring into APOC. I mean, good grunt roll.
Crits.
3 successes into 1 block. So this would push 1 through total.
Yep.
Man, APOC is so annoying to kill.
Yeah.
Grunts are trying to roll on the crystal.
That makes sense to me.
They do not get it.
Missed it.
And I would imagine we just see 2 empowered gauntlets coming out here from Red Skull.
Oh, yeah. Yep. It's just got to get through 2 recals.
First one is showing 4 successes with the push trigger, but that might be
I
size
think the
limited.
wild... Yeah, the wild shield is a push, but I think it's size 3.
It is, yeah. So 4 against 2 blocks, so pushes 1 damage again, right?
I think Johnny marked 2. I don't know if he's taken the healing yet.
Yeah, might have forgotten the healing there.
Yep.
But we see the same attack coming out again. Big hit.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Couple crits. So currently showing 4-7 against 2 blocks. No skulls for Red Skull at this moment.
This probably is one of the recals.
Yeah, it's not a great recal, but
It's not great, no, with the counting blanks.
yeah, and Apocalypse has 1 skull in the roll, and Red Skull has none, so that just makes it even worse.
Yeah.
Oh, and Mbaku lead. Yeah, thank you. Schmid pointing out the last attack had another success because of Mbaku.
Oh,
leadership.
sure. He used the leadership there. Yeah.
And this attack, assuming it stands, would have the move trigger for Red Skull as well. Not that I think it's super enticing.
It has both the triggers. I mean, he might want to go move back, but yeah, I don't know. He probably wants to take another attempt at that point.
Well, if Apoc's dead, it's just he gets the point, but also
Sure, yeah.
Surviving is probably more important since Johnny can just get it back.
Well, he is in bodyguard. In bodyguard range and in heroes range.
All right, Johnny has decided to hit the recal.
Yep.
So he is using regular recal, so he'll still have Immortal Servants after this. APOC blocking 1 and still a good hit. So 4-6 against 1. That will still daze APOC.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, that was definitely something that Kirk needed there.
Yes. Yeah, that was a big activation from Red Skull there.
So he could use the movement trigger to body block himself from being pushed, trying to pick up this scroll, which I think would be a fairly smart maneuver.
Sure.
Oh no, he doesn't have the trigger anymore after the recal. My mistake.
Yep. And no wilds, so he went from both triggers to no triggers.
Yeah. So he does take the crystal. He's picking up the scroll. See what happens. Does not get pushed. So pretty good activation from Red Skull there. He's in a decent amount of danger here, despite the bodyguards.
He is in a bodyguard, but yeah, he doesn't have money for heroes now. So if Okoye like dies to the first bodyguard, that could be pretty rough, and those points just swing back. But it's still not nothing to take Apoc's activation away this round. It makes it much harder for Johnny to close this game out this round.
So Geisman mentioning he thinks he should have played Wisdom before ending the turn to help keep King T safe. Do you think that is should have been a priority here?
I don't really see what's threatening King T.
Yeah, I feel like the focus is more going to be on the northern part of the board there.
Yeah, I think King T probably like has to walk, bound, hit, and then maybe Wakanda Forever somebody here. So I don't really know if he's in danger. So he can easily just play a Wisdom on his round if he decides he wants it for offense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I would be waiting.
Yeah, it's also oh yeah, Geisman's saying so he thinks you lose the game on the spot if Magic walks, hop, journeys, and spike. Yeah, that could be true. Yeah, I think I still hold on. I don't know. It's hard to say.
I think with how last round went, the fact that you lost the tempo that you had gained, you have to kind of be a little greedy here going forward. So I think saving it is the right long-term call. And if you lose the game because you didn't play it, then I mean it sucks, but it doesn't mean it was the wrong call.
I actually, is that even true? Is he in? Because so like if Magic like walks, hop, spenders, doesn't it just get heroes anyway?
Well,
he's on 10 power.
So yes, but I mean Geisman's mentioning if he journeys Luke away, then he wouldn't be in range for heroes.
Yeah. Yeah, that is a big spike.
Right.
But it could happen. And yeah, the Wisdom does counteract Magic counting the skulls on the spender. At least King T's skulls.
Yeah, Johnny taking his time figuring out what to activate, which makes sense because he definitely wants to try to close the game out this round if he can in any way. It's very, very difficult to do with APOC going down right away, but
Yeah, I think I might just activate is maybe Nebula. There's like she's not helping you score any points. So.
Yeah, I mean, I can kind of see just about anything outside of. I mean, even Gambit wouldn't be an awful activation here, just because of all of the potential splash damage going out.
Yeah, I Beast can just be such a impactful last activation.
Nebula is up north here, right next to Red Skull. All right, but we do see Beast activating. He's walking up here close to the action. So he should be currently in 2 of the Grunts and Luke. He's measuring 3 to Okoye right now.
Trying to get a place on that point.
Yeah, so he's declaring into Okoye. He would be outside of martial artist range right now, so he's hoping to get a spike to take her out of the equation. So she has 3 power, and she could heroes this if he values keeping Okoye alive that much. I guess he does have sack too. That is.
Yeah, he also has sacrifice, which looks like what he was measuring there.
Yeah, he was measuring 2, and he is in 2 of Red Skull, not of Luke. So it would be going into Red Skull if he decided to sack. What does the Spirit of Wakanda healing look like? That's
It's
within
just
2?
1 damage. So yeah, it could pull like 1 damage off Red Skull.
It's 2 damage.
Oh, okay, nice. Yeah, that might be pretty good with body Yeah, I haven't used it for anything but condition removal in so long.
All right, so Beast with a big ol' whiff here. We see 1 success into 2 blocks from Okoye. He doesn't really have anything he can do. He only has 1 horse token to try to reroll with, which wouldn't do much. That's a pretty painful miss for Beast there.
Yeah.
Especially given he has 6 power, so like he could have opted to spend or something. Not that there was a great spender target somewhere around. So we'll probably just see a throw and a pestilence here.
Yeah, did he also put himself within 3 of King T, so King T can double tap him now?
I do believe so, yeah. Spender would have also given him a medium move away to try to avoid some of that. Alright, so 2 power spent, probably a throw. No, that was Pestilence, because we were seeing a slow on Luke. Root on the Grunts. And now the 2 power for the throw coming out.
Now the throw.
Grunts into Red Skull.
Sure. Yeah, I like that.
Red Skull rolling it. He could die here. He doesn't.
Yeah, he didn't. He does not. But yeah, Kirk didn't bring brace, so has to roll it.
Yeah, just took 1 from that.
And then he's on the yellow armor, so also has to roll that.
Yeah, so that activation went pretty dang well for Wakanda there.
Yeah. Yeah, especially with King T still to go.
Yeah, so would you activate King T and try to steal another activation, kill another extract holder, or are you trying to take Beast off the board? What are you doing?
I like taking Beast off the board. I also kind of like going after Magic, but you have to move, it looks like, to get there.
How about a Baku activation, trying to sneak a kill on Toad there?
Or even, yeah, if M'Baku could, like, retake the point, hit Toad probably slipperies, but he might just die. The positioning on M'Baku makes it a little rough. He can't just, like, single walk to that other M-Cron. He could, though, like, walk, I guess he can't get the points and throw. He's only on 2 power because of that early poison.
So, yeah, I mean, we know King T can bound right onto that other point because he bounded
Yeah.
off of it. Um, so I wouldn't be surprised to see King T just bound to that point and then start attacking Beast at some point during this round.
Yeah, I think I like that about the best. You can like hit Beast here with the pull him in a little bit, then bound to the point and hit him with the rerolls.
Yeah. We see. Is this Luke
Looks like Luke is
activating
just
attacking Beast?
Yeah, it looks like Luke's just punching Beast. Got the stagger
Yeah, where was that last round?
and can use the leadership here to change this to 4.
Beast blocking decently, blocking 2, but yeah, he could have 4 successes here. And he does. Beast doing some rerolls. Doesn't convert any, so he's going to take 2 here.
You and a stagger. All right.
Yeah, so that's going to give Luke some throw money here if he wants to try to force a brace out, which could be big considering Baku's over there with Toad too. I think I would have thrown right there just to try, but I also understand just trying to build power with Luke because his spinder's nuts.
Yeah,
really good roll from Luke.
Since he already owns that point, yeah, I like just taking another attack here. It looks like it'll. Johnny's got to make some rerolls here.
Yeah, we see 4 successes.
Or he just dies. Yeah.
He needs to convert. What, all of these?
All of them.
Blocks 2, yeah.
Not.
Blocks 2, and I guess he does have another source of rerolls. Doesn't come through on the last one, and Beast goes down.
Now that seems good. So now I think if I'm Kirk here, I'm just trying to set up a big top of the round Wakanda Forever and just kind of win the game next turn.
Yep. Prio still has not flipped.
Yeah, it's still Kirk's prio, and he needs to like make sure that he keeps prio.
Yeah.
Which is probably pretty likely because it's likely Okoye dies on one of these bodyguard attacks.
Yeah, I think Okoye snaking a death would be pretty good because that would allow him to then try to flip Toad at the same time.
Yep.
So we do see Okoye bodyguarding a Nebula attack. I wonder if Nebula just doesn't take her rerolls to force an Okoye activation.
Yeah, then Okoye can't bodyguard again.
Yeah. Yeah, so no damage going through. No rerolls used.
Yep.
Right? Or why did Okoye go down to 0 power?
Oh, a sacrifice?
Sacrifice. Good call. Yeah. So we see 3 successes on this one, 1 block. I'm sorry. So Koye takes 2.
And gets bodyguard money again.
Yep, pretty big.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, a lot of things going right for Kirk these last couple activations.
Yeah, with Okoye not dying yet, you're not super comfortable taking out Toad, right?
No, that would flip Prio, right? Yeah.
It also sucks, though, because, like, what are you doing? Are you just, like, activating Baku, shaking the Hex, and taking the point? Yes, Isaac, Luke did KO Beast. 2 builders did it. Toad only on 1 power, so I guess he could just double walk Baku and take both points.
Yeah. Yeah, Toad can only flip one of them back, and then King T gets a shot at it.
I wonder if Baku could end within 3 of APOC on that bottom Imkron to be ready
Yeah,
for Wakanda Forever.
yeah, I really like setting up the Wakanda Forever for the top of next round. If you could have a really impactful Wakanda Forever, you could close this game out. And he's still got... So with King T on 10, he could Spirit to power to M'Baku.
Spirit, jeez.
Yeah, he could... Yeah. So it looks like that's exactly what Kirk's doing.
Yep.
Double walking M'Baku and positioning him pretty aggressively here. Yeah, I think that's a really good play.
Yeah, I completely forgot about Spirit too, and yeah.
Yeah, and he wants to also stay within 2 of that truck, which should be pretty easy. And then, yeah, see if he's within 3 of Apocalypse here.
Yep, Baku taking both of those points, so currently all of the Imkron crystals belong to Wakanda. We've just got Magic, Gambit, and Toad left to activate on the Apocalypse side. Yeah, Toad is, going to be able to take at least one of those crystals back for sure.
Yeah, Toad, I imagine, gets saved for last, so there's no incentive for Kirk to attack him and just takes whichever crystal gets left alone. Which I imagine is that, like, bottom right.
All right, who are we seeing here? I missed the pings. Whatever we got 4 attack successes going into 2 blocks. Oh, okay, so that was an attack that Okoye, I believe, bodyguarded. So this must be a Gambit because that was splash damage into the Grunts and Red Skull. So Red Skull currently on 1 health, so Gambit could attack the Grunts. I think this splash damage is after damage, though. No, it's before damage. I'm sorry. So he could just attack the Grunts and auto-kill Red Skull with Gambit.
Yep, you attack the Grunts and get the splash, yeah.
You could probably attack Luke and just get splash damage on both.
Oh, sure.
So he can famine hop to get into 3 of whoever he wants to get into. But yeah, famine hopping onto the point makes sense.
Yep, looks like attack into the Grunts.
Yep, this makes the most sense.
Yeah.
It'll take them off and kill Red Skull, so then he just gets the point for free. He doesn't have to 50-50 it.
Yep. And put a damage on Luke, which isn't really that trivial.
Yep. Just gets a wild off the top, so that should just take care of it.
Yep, that does it. Then Red Skull drops a scroll, probably puts it where Magic can just pick this up.
Yep.
That gets 1 point, and then yeah, you have okay.
And so with Okoye going down, that's gonna.
Yeah, Johnny's still with 3 extracts here too, or will be.
Yep.
Goes.
So we're gonna be able to see a pass here from Wakanda likely. So.
Sure. Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised to see King T try to.
I don't know. I think King T might just have to go try to kill Magic.
Yeah.
So he doesn't just lose the game this round. There's a potential there.
Is the spender range 2 or 3?
The spender is 2. The builder is 3.
Yeah, Luke might be right in the way to let him bound to double attack Magic.
Well, he can double tap with a Wakanda Forever. It's not the best use of it, but
Yeah, I mean, especially if you're
it's
wanting to.
probably not even a good use of it. To
Oh,
be
he
fair.
might be able to get that double tap. That's closer than I
Oh,
thought it
that's
was.
real close. Yeah.
I think he has that. Because that
I would
3
for
looked
sure.
like it was like halfway through Luke's base.
Yeah, yeah. It looks like he's definitely there if Luke wasn't standing exactly where he is, but it doesn't look like though there's anywhere to pull magic that he can get the rerolls for the next attack.
Right.
Yeah, I think I probably might just burn wisdom here. I think killing magic has become a pretty big deal.
Hmm.
He's looking if he can move and pick up the scroll. Looks like it.
Yeah, he definitely has that. Ah, maybe. Maybe not with that adjustment.
Just making sure the place is correct. Yeah, this is a big deal. It still looks like he's got it.
Yeah, like the shape of
He
the
can
bases
also,
makes it
yeah,
awkward, but
yeah. I mean, he can also just long move and then bound. Like he goes so far.
sure.
Yeah, so I think I probably move long, burn wisdom, bound, pick up the scroll, flip the point, hit magic real hard, and hope one attack kills her.
Can Johnny win this round still? Um,
Well, so if he picks that
I
up with
guess
magic,
yes.
then and magic like lives, Johnny needs to score 6, right? So he
Yeah.
could have magic just like teleport around and
Yeah.
it's um
You
yeah, I
know,
think you have to put magic down here.
you know, I okay. So he's going for the move.
Yep, I think that's probably the best line.
Looks like he gets to where he needs to go,
Yep.
judging by the shadows. Uh, he needs to adjust back to where he was. I didn't look like he was on any bases to me initially.
Yeah, I'm zoomed in on it, and he's pretty. It looks like he's got a spot he can be there.
Yeah. No, he was on there initially.
Yeah, he's just bounding now anyway, which of course you do for the extra dice. So.
Sure. So do you wisdom here?
I think I would. I think you need to just put magic down and then hope that your Wakanda Forever, just the volume of attacks, can get you through next round.
Man, maybe I'm just really greedy. I want that Wakanda forever or the wisdom for next round.
Sure.
I'd probably
I
lose
wonder
right
why he
here.
didn't flip that point though, unless he's planning on spendering here.
Okay. So yeah, we see the bound. He is within 1 of that scroll, and he's declared into magic.
Yeah, I think if magic lives through this, it's kind of bad for Kirk. Not a great roll from King T there.
He has rerolls.
He's got 2 rerolls, and he's got the leadership.
Magic blocking 1. So he's got 5 with leadership at the moment. She's taken
Doesn't
4,
her...
which would leave her on 1.
Yeah. He took the reroll, so this wasn't a spender, right? Yeah, he didn't spend the power. Because the
Yeah.
spender does have a throw, which would be 1 more damage, which would force a brace.
Right.
Well, good to note that wisdom would not have helped him here.
Yeah. Called it.
Yeah, yeah, nailed it.
All right, so Johnny opts to not use his 2 horseman tokens for rerolls. He gets a 3rd.
Yeah, I don't think it matters like how much she lives on. She just needs to live.
Right.
Did Kirk though not even attempt to flip that point?
Yeah, he didn't. I wonder if he was hoping to one-shot magic Spender Gambit and maybe get him off the point so it's free. That seems incredibly crazy.
Yeah, well,
Oh, did he try?
Right. So.
Schmid says he tried, so maybe we just missed it.
Okay, yeah, I totally missed it. Because yeah, he couldn't one-tap magic and Spender. He walked. So I guess he could have Spender to start and then Wakanda forever.
He's Wakanda forevering now? Oh, okay, yeah, he moved, so obviously.
Yep.
Yeah, jeez.
Yeah, so he's realized he's got to put magic down, and I agree. You have to kill her. Yeah. I don't think there's like any choice.
This is gonna be really close here. 4 into 2 blocks magic can't live. Takes 1.
Pick up the scroll.
Fails the roll, so he should get pushed. Which,
Yeah,
not
just get
a
him
big
out
deal.
of the fight. Yeah, no, not really. He'll just bound back and
Yep.
yeah, it looks like I think Johnny's realizing he's got to set up for this Wakanda forever. It doesn't look like he can avoid this, but King T's just going to bound back anyway. It doesn't really matter that much.
Right.
And then if M'Baku is within range 3, which it looks like, this Wakanda forever could be a big deal.
Well, Wakanda Forever's done. He's just gonna have to activate.
Oh yeah, that's
King
right.
T,
Yeah.
and
He's got to get Hope of Wisdom gets it through him now. Yeah.
So Toad gets to take one of these points back for free, and then can. That's probably all he's doing, right?
He only has 1 power, right? Yeah.
Yeah, unless he gets some absolutely ridiculous nonsense spike into M'Baku.
It's M'Baku, and yeah.
He'd have to get like 3 power off of this for a hop and 50-50. Two successes, 2 blocks, crit on both sides. 3 successes into 2 blocks, so should be 1.
Yep.
And a poison. Poison
Kirk
trigger.
should not have. Did Kirk rolls crit there? No, he didn't. Okay. Yeah, he was hexed.
So that looks like the end of the round. Wakanda pulling it back a little bit after the rough round 2, but APOC still in the lead, 14-10.
Yeah, having to burn forever there was a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
With Johnny only needing to score 2 points,
It's gonna be tough.
it's gonna be hard. It will be interesting. I think you gotta like rip wisdom and go for it here.
That's really all there is to do. I mean, if he gets APOC, then I mean, there's life, right? You still need
Sure.
other things to live through whatever Johnny activates, but I mean, you have enough characters to potentially put the other extract holders down. Besides probably Toad, right? Like he's gonna get away.
Yeah, so it depends because like King T's in a rough spot here, right? So if he doesn't put APOC down, then APOC gets to activate, and then if he does put APOC down, then Magic gets to go, and Journey's still online, and like,
Yeah. Yeah.
she's got 10 power. Yeah, it's rough.
Yeah, it's gonna be a very uphill battle here for Wakanda.
Looks like King T attacking Gambit. Is that what we're seeing?
I think they were just saying Imkron power there.
Oh yeah, sure. That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, missing that Imkron flip on King T, pretty big, because if he had gotten that, it'd be 13-11 and quite a bit more manageable here.
Yeah. I think 13-11 seems pretty decent. Yeah, Johnny only needing 2 is a pretty rough spot.
All right, so yeah, we see Wisdom being played.
Yep, for sure.
And a bound. Just gonna get as close as he can in here and start
Yeah, you
swinging.
want the rerolls. Still having Immortal Servants is pretty rough here.
Yeah, I mean, it
he's
is
gotta
a lot less good when your opponent's counting skulls, but yeah, it's...
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Solid roll at the start. 5 successes right now. Turning into 7 successes into
And he
1
could
block.
make it. He could put it to 8 here with the leadership.
I think I would not, because you're almost certain Immortal Servant is being used right now.
Sure. Yeah, totally.
But he's doing it.
Okay.
So 8-1 will get recaled. His skulls stay.
Yep.
So
real good recal. 1, 2, 3, 4,
5 to
5.
2 blocks. So this is going to net 2
Okay.
damage.
No.
Yep, there it is. Now we should see a spender, right?
I think I probably still take the builder for the rerolls. It's the same amount. Oh no, it's 2 dice less, but the spender can't throw. It does get him a move. We could move to the point, try to flip it. Yeah, it is a spender.
Not a good hit.
Not enough to kill him.
See, 4 successes currently against 2 blocks.
Yeah, so no throw for no wild and Apoc's too big, but he does get a medium move.
Yeah. So APOC taking a total of 3 damage on the wisdom turn there.
Yeah. Yeah, having to use Wakanda Forever for 1 attack into magic to do 1 damage was pretty rough.
Yeah, so he uses his medium move to go onto the Imkron there, probably try to flip it, and that's going to be King T for the round.
Yeah, I wonder if you Spirit to heal Luke for the heroes and the taunts. I don't know. Luke probably needs to activate.
Yeah, with APOC making it through that, I don't know that I see a true path here for Wakanda.
Yeah, I can't imagine like Red Skull gets to activate here. M'Baku's kind of out of position and on no power.
We see a magic activation for
Yep.
Johnny here. He's stepping towards the top there and doing a Journey Through Limbo onto Red Skull.
Yep. Yep. I kind of want to ask Kirk. I wonder why Red Skull didn't switch to Mystic Armor here, in anticipation of a magic spender. But Journey makes just more sense anyway. It's hard to switch with Gambit and Nebula there.
Yeah, so we're gonna see Magic probably absolutely brutalize Red Skull with his 1 defense die here.
Yep.
Magic currently showing 3 successes with having spent for war. So getting him about halfway there on the first hit.
Then just ripping a spender.
Yeah, looks like it.
Oh, it looks like a war spender.
Yeah. Why not?
Yep. Yeah. Hooray.
Well, skulls are good for war spenders. Currently all successes in Johnny's roll.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That seems good against 1 defense. Yeah, now I definitely don't see a path for Kirk to win. I think he had an opportunity to win, but this was putting APOC. I think it was pointed out in chat earlier, Toast or Deaton maybe, going putting APOC down so early last round, and then only scoring at parity was like not great.
Yeah. Yeah, no, this definitely like the score is going to be a little rough at the end, but it was a close game.
Yeah, it was a really good game.
Kirk just didn't. Yeah, he wasn't able to take full advantage of his tempo where he gained it.
I think it was a big tempo. Like I think putting M'Baku like in such a conservative position was probably a mistake. Like he could have taken 1 attack from Magic there and been fine, and then had power to like contribute to this game. He hasn't really done anything.
Yeah.
Has he even taken an attack?
Yeah, the magic attack round 1, right? That hexed him.
No, I mean, has M'Baku made an attack?
Oh no,
I don't think he has.
not at all.
Yeah, that's pretty rough for a model that wants to be attacking quite a lot.
Yeah. I think his biggest missed opportunities this game were M'Baku not picking up that extract round 1 and letting him go 3-1 on extracts, and then the heroes for hire that never got used.
The heroes play I think was a big deal. But yeah, still, I think he saw a lot of the lines and made some aggressive plays to get back into this game.
Yeah, for sure. So APOC trying to murder a Luke here?
Looks that way.
Close out the game. Spin for some rerolls, because why not? Showing 5 successes into 1 block, so that's 4 down to 3 with DR. Leaves Luke on 1, and he has some conditions, so Pestilence should do it.
Yep.
Yep, there it is.
Yep, slows King T, kills Luke, then picks up an extract. And now it just has to get 2 uncontested points for the win.
Yep, still has an action left after that, so just takes that one. And...
yeah, no. Just Toad can try to get both of these and blow this game out. Yeah. Oh, Gambit can get that one. Sure.
Gonna throw some death attacks into M'Baku at the last moment.
Yeah, sure.
Johnny does not like Wakanda, so he's gonna take out some frustration here.
Yeah, as a Wakanda main, I hear that a lot. I get to the table, like, I'm playing Wakanda, and your opponent just groans, you know?
I mean, the same can be said for APOC, so...
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, M'Baku's gonna go down here. Yeah, get those tokens,
yeah.
Johnny. Get the...
Yep, and a casual 7 for Johnny here.
Yeah, so 7-1, it'll end 21-11.
Yeah. Yeah, that was
Cool.
a good game.
All right, let's jump over into their channel.
Sure.
There.
Hey guys.
Hi.
Hey.
Howdy.
Yeah, good game. 21-11 is a pretty crazy final score that definitely does not tell how close this game felt in from rounds 1 to 3.
Yeah, it's most APOC games. Yeah.
We were really surprised to see APOC not go up in score round 1 with Johnny going 6 wide. So we were really impressed with your play early on to do that, Kirk, and then it just seemed like you weren't able to capitalize on that tempo that you had gained early on.
No, I ran into a couple of issues. I still don't play well around Celestial Tech. So I know there was one time that I wanted to start the round by Dazing Beast, but there was Celestial Tech money.
Yeah, and that was even was about to do the Pestilence. I was like, you know what? I like my models being alive better than 2 ineffectual. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of that's a really hard thing to play around, right? Like the range on it is massive, and if he has the power for it, which Johnny, that was, I mean, you identified that, right? Because you were going to
one of the
Pestilence.
conditions out or whatever.
Yeah. So so good job identifying that, because we were definitely expecting Beast to go down top of the next round if that didn't happen, but. So there were a couple moments in this game that I didn't catch them as they were happening, but chat was pointing out a couple things that could have happened differently in this game. Kirk, did you ever consider an early Heroes for Hire when King T was being attacked?
So I did, but at that round, my thought process there is I already got him. He got his money worth as far as Dazing Beast was. And if you choose to daze him, it clears the slow off of him, and I get to go back to being fast. So
sure.
That was where I was. And I thought maybe the Heroes for Hire might come in clutch later on down the road. It didn't, but
yeah, I was able to play around it pretty well, and
yeah, the one time it would have, I forgot. Well, not forgot. It was Journey Through Limbo, and there wasn't anything I was going to be able to do about it that round.
Yeah, the magic just displacing those two or whatever, and just making it not happen. Yeah, Journey Through Limbo is a hell of a card.
It's good, and especially in APOC, where it's either an offensive tool or a med pack reposition for APOC.
Yeah, I know, it's such a funny thing on him. I think I've done that once or whatever, but yeah, it doesn't come up often that you actually move him, but there's some late game situations where he just needs to go across the map, and that's a great tool. So
the other question I had for you, Kirk, was you opted not to go down south with M'Baku round 1 and pick up the Southern Scroll that Johnny ultimately picked up on Toad.
Yeah.
Did you do that because he had deployed Nebula down there, or were you not intending to go down there in the first place?
So I was scared of Nebula. I didn't want M'Baku to get dazed and then stranded fighting a 2-threat.
Sure.
I had thought about maybe it's okay giving Pounce money to T'Challa, but I wanted it didn't end up working out because M'Baku basically ended up dirtling here by himself, so maybe it was the wrong call. But my thought process is potentially he gets stuck out there in the middle of nowhere, or worse, he just becomes free food for Nebula. He gets shot, takes a little bit of damage, and then I don't know if I can afford to go with him at the top of round 2 to like secure his safety.
Sure.
Yeah, APOC can also like go over there and threaten him too. Like walk, place, gets
The
APOC
dude,
there.
he goes so far.
Yeah, he can threat pretty far, yeah. Yeah, so like between those two, I feel not guaranteed, but it's probably like a 40-50%er that I just pick him up, and if not, he's at like 1 HP and he's easily picked up by Nebula if you don't go with him immediately. So it's like, it feels pretty okay to like have him stranded out there, so.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was only the wrong call because, like, ultimately the game plan didn't work out, but the reasoning made sense. And
yeah,
like,
absolutely.
on both sides, I thought it was brilliant. Johnny, I mean, first off, the 6 wide thing with APOC isn't something like people generally are going to expect, but I thought just the deployment was brilliant on your side to give those considerations to him.
Oh yeah, thank you, yeah. Yeah, it's like definitely, yeah, Nebula feels like she's just unlocked this roster and like this list. Like, it's felt good before, but I think Nebula was like the missing like little bit of paprika in there to
Having
make
a
it
second 2
perfect
threat
thing.
in APOC is so annoying. I had a guy in my meta that was using pre-nerf Bullseye as his 2 threat of choice, and that was annoying too.
Yeah, it seems not hateful. Yeah, Nebula just is like this cool little fire missile that like she has to be respected and dealt with, as you have 5 other models that have to be respected and dealt with, and you can just kind of like overload the opponent with all of that like at once, and they just have to make poor choices, and then like wherever they like bob, you can just always like catch them and like hit them with like a counter or something. So
Yeah, that's very cool. Philip, did you have any specific questions for these guys?
So, just some questions for Kirk. So I play Wakanda a lot, and I really liked your roster. I think actually I've fielded the exact same roster before. How are you liking the like USM Wong? I have played it a few times and am not convinced that it's good.
So I don't have the jank in there that other people do where they run the 5 wide extracts. It's mostly something I put it in there as something I wanted to test with.
Sure.
I don't know how your roster ends up. Historically, 17 sucks. I don't like it. Like usually I run
Sure.
just Luke Cage and another 3 threat. Right now it's Gorgon, but it's been Zemo, it's been Gambit.
Yeah, so I actually had that problem right before CarlCon and talked to quite a few people about it. And I ended up putting Nebula in my roster, and so I could play Shang Nebula or Bill Nebula at 17, and it was really good.
She's in the roster, so I think she's in the roster for 18. I'm testing him out as a 4 threat for my thought being Inhumans was where we started. I'm not trying to do the jank that they're doing, but if they want to do the Quicksilver stuff, the same turn Quicksilver comes and takes one of mine, I can run and grab one of theirs on whichever side Black Bolt's not, and then run long backwards and be in stealth and hopefully only get single tapped by Black Bolt. I think Miles probably lives that.
Yeah, sure. And I had a question about like squad selection. Why Red Skull here? I know the grunts are like really good on this objective, but I kind of feel Red Skull just gets picked on by Apocalypse a little bit. So I was just curious, like, if I could have insight into your squad selection. I'm not saying it was the wrong choice. I'm just curious why you ended up making it.
So Red Skull into APOC, he is fragile, but I mean the way you play Wakanda, you have like overlapping fields of bodyguards and sacrifice and stuff. He can live when he needs to. On Mcran and pay to flips in general, every time I play APOC, I run into the issue where Pestilence taxes my power economy so much that I can't keep up on the pay to flips. So having the grunts to run around and do free ones is pretty cool. And then specifically into APOC, it might be scary to run Red Skull up there, but it is just as scary to have APOC hang out near Red Skull. All of his dumb little recals don't feel as good into counting blanks on Red Skull.
Yes.
I tried for it or whatever, and it came up short. It was definitely felt like not the best recal, but if it goes well, it
blows up.
Well. Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah,
You have to try.
Like,
But
yeah, exactly. It was
it's
worth,
like a
the investment there.
20% to
Yep.
blow out the game. Yep.
Yeah, and if I can just end it there or whatever, and not have to play long into a Wakanda that can just spike me randomly,
Yeah.
I will. You know. So.
Yeah, no, I like that. I was just curious on your insights to that. I like because Wakanda hits so hard with King P, M'Baku, and Red Skull that at the end of the day, like, if the recal goes wrong like it did, Apocalypse is just a 7-wound waddle, which any of those guys will put down. So.
Yep. Yeah. Red Skull feels scary, and it feels scary on both sides.
Yeah.
As a POC player, so yeah, it's definitely like we're both like dueling with knives there, and somebody's gonna get cut. So
Totally. Yeah, I think the hardest thing to deal with was something Kirk had to deal with, was putting like poison on Luke or Okoye or both of them really early, and just like,
That's it happens
did the
every
right,
time.
Yes, and he did the right thing too of like just eating his vegetables and clearing the poison on Baku that turn instead of the hex.
Yep.
That was like
Totally.
that was very correct. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah,
And
that's
then
all
Toad
I've
just
got.
showed up and got him again.
Yep, it happens.
Yeah, that was an awesome game. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, thanks for letting us stream that one, guys. Great game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well played on both sides. Congrats, Johnny, on the win.
Thanks. Yeah.
And Kirk, I'm sure we'll see you again in the future. Johnny, you have either TG Lord or Red Kahal. I think that's how you say that. Next.
Yeah, that's Cathal. Yeah.
Yeah. So you've got one of them next week. So good luck going forward.
Yeah, should be fun for either one of those. They're both sweet dudes, so looking forward to it.
All right.
Oh, and Johnny, congrats on the second wind victory.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. I think like the taco truck episode about it should be coming out #soon for
Awesome. Yeah.
anyone.
looking
Yeah.
forward to it.
So yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks for letting us stream. Everyone have a good night.
Yep. Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely. Yeah. Take it easy.